our next one is chronic kidney disease. So we'll mention some of these things again, but these are all related, you know, what we're saying. Yeah. Like, I know we're going off a list, right? Like kind of a normie list, but this is all connected, all of these conditions, right? As you get older, because these organ systems have been working hard for you and now they're starting to get a little tired and you need to take a little more care of them. Because really the kidneys, like in chronic kidney disease, you don't want to be there. And now diabetes, you know, gives a lot of strain on the kidneys as well. Heart disease gives a lot of strain on the kidneys as well. So like you could have heart failure and chronic kidney disease. You could have diabetes and chronic kidney disease. Like it's not necessarily in isolation, but the issue is like your kidneys in Chinese medicine is your life force. Once your kidney light is out, you're done. Like that's it for your life, right? So kidneys are your life force. They're the valve of like how much you have left here on earth. Okay. And if you look at the meridian structure, you can see where they interact with vital force and also with like things like childbirth. So when a woman and a man are creating a baby, their kidney qi is used to make that. Well, it's actually called jin, but I'm simplifying. So like the kidney energies from the two come together. That's where the sperm is created. That's how the egg is regulated, is through this energy, this qi that comes half from your parents when you're born and half from the food and what you're putting in your body, like your nourishment. So you can compensate the loss of your jing from your parents. That's like a ticking down constantly with your nourishment. But the catch-22 is that as you age and the organs start to get kind of crusty and you get more and more, experiences, if you will, oftentimes the hydrochloric acid's going down in the elderly, right? So are you really digesting your food that super well? Losing teeth, not chewing well, coupled with low hydrochloric acid, not absorbing well, coupled with liver dysfunction, not pooping well, This is all snowball effect going on with multiple organ systems. And so when you're looking at something like this, we can't look at it in a vacuum. You have to really think about the guts and the liver and the pooping, all of those organ systems have to be like, so you want to live long, you got to make sure you're absorbing the food you're eating. You got to make sure you're chewing the food properly, right? Like if you start losing teeth and you got to gum your food, right? That's going to start to change how much you even want to eat. And that can cause depression. And then I see this a lot, the tea and toast, right? The tea and toast era, it's called, right? Where the elderly they have a cup of tea and then they have their toast with maybe margarine on it. Oy vey. Please don't eat margarine. That propaganda was so really hit our elders the most, I think, out of everybody, honestly. Like somehow Basil is like a miracle heart healthy. No seed oil is heart healthy. Okay. Other than properly pressed, and stored seed like sunflower seed that's done correctly, which most are not. But cottonseed, honey, that's most of those margarines and stuff. Remember Crisco? I mean, that was the beginning of the end. Like we have this motor oil or this lubricant. How do we sell more of it? Feed it to people. Yeah.
They do that with, what's the other one they do as well? Whey from the
what is
industry. It? Whey, W-H-E-Y, whey.
Oh yeah, well most of it's caca whey. Yeah. It's not good. It's not the good stuff.
Baby food, it's in all sorts of stuff.
And cellulose. I mean, it's like basically they're like, what end product of our smelting or our like lumber industry or whatever industries there's a word for it, but anyway, can we like on sell as like a benefit and make profit on our waste? Because they'd have to pay for the waste to be properly disposed because it's toxic. So let's pretend it's like good for us and like make people eat it. It's gross. So think about the kidneys as life force. Think about the kidneys as where your fertility is. The adrenals sit on top of it. That's your stress response. Think about, your gut as far as absorption goes. Think about hydration And, one of the biggest things you can do for not only your whole body, not only for longevity, not only for like your heart and all your other organs, but the kidneys love this, and it's urine therapy. And I know like so many people are, I don't know, triggered, I guess, or whatever. Fine, be triggered. I don't care. I'm telling you the truth. So go have it, enjoy your triggers, and then come back and like realize that your own urine is not waste, and that your kidneys actually filter and absorb what they need and get rid of excess, because everything has to be in perfect homeostasis. And then all the actual wastes go to the liver for processing. So your poop is the real waste, and stuff will get pushed out your sweat, and stuff will, you breathe out through the lungs or whatever. But, if you actually study and read about urine therapy and understand what it is, it actually can heal a lot of problems with that system. And, elders also get a lot more what they call UTIs, which is just a chronic inflammatory state inside the urinary tract due to a lot of buildup or deficiencies or blockages, which is what causes everything. And the kidney system really is helped by that little bit of urea that you're re-ingesting. It will upregulate the cleansing, and it can be a mild diuretic. And so you don't need the water pills. You don't need any of their drugs. You have your own drug that you make from your own perfect system, and it will give a feedback loop through the limbic system. It's an automatic adaptogen, so it will upregulate stuff that's needing to produce more of, and it'll downregulate things that are being overproduced. It'll regulate things, and it will automatically soothe. Like, I've had so many experiences where I don't feel that great maybe in the morning because I'm in my perimenopausal time. I'm not waking up like with the pep in my step. And as soon as I drink my first morning urine, I'm back. I'm like, oh, there I am, it regulates you almost immediately. And if you understand water memory, structured water, and all that kind of stuff, then it gets even more deep. It gets even more profound of what kind of medicine that is. But if anyone really is seriously suffering from a kidney problem, your best medicine is your own urine. I mean, it can regulate your kidneys very well, but I would still start slow, especially if you're like in kidney failure, that kind of stuff. Just starts like, never just jump in crazy to something. Always like gently build up your doses so your body can adapt. Because people go in all gung ho and then they get, symptoms of detox, and they're like, oh, I feel like crap. I'm like, well, honey, that's what happens when, say you have all this waste, right? And you're like, okay, everybody throw all the waste out at once. But your organs can only handle maybe like a quarter of that waste. What's going to happen is the rest of that, the 3/4, is going to recirculate and make you feel like crap. You can't go anywhere other than recirculate. So don't do that.
Really super concentrated then, isn't it?
Well, yeah. So don't do that to yourself, because it's like a form of self-sabotage. Like, don't do that. Go little by little, because as soon as you start urine therapy, you start to cleanse. Yep. And if you go just drinking all your day's urine right out of the gate, that's fine if you want to feel like that, but I'm not into that. I don't know about you, but I don't like feeling like crap. So
good.
I like feeling good too. So just start little by little and get there. But then you got things like nettle leaf. I actually make at my Yum Natural store, I make a kidney blend, a kidney cleansing tea blend that contains nettles. I also have corn silk and parsley in there. Those are all kidney supports. Hydrangea root is a kidney support. Like, if you really look, goldenrod, there's lots that support kidney function, kidney cleansing, tonification, which is really just helping the tissue come back to tone, right? Like a drum, like a loose drum is not toned, right? So if you tighten and tone it, now it's tighter and it's more structured, like it has structural integrity. So when we talk about toning anything, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about putting the structure back. That's why I love DMSO so much, because DMSO is a tonifier of all the tissues. So like kidney disease, get my 50% magnesium with DMSO and rub that all over the back and front of your torso, right? Like at least daily, at least like twice a day would be nice, but at least daily, because you're going to tone, you're going to help detox with the magnesium, which is a catalyst for the liver. Structured hydration, we already kind of talked about that, but you can also structure your own actual water. Not so urine therapy is structured. You make structured water, but you can actually vortex your water to make it structured.
And, for those who are just watching this and haven't seen the other one, only be drinking properly filtered water or distilled water. Don't drink any other crap.
Don't drink the tap water. I mean, now you can take damaged water and you can bless it, and you can vortex it and you can pray over it. You can change it with your intention, but at least do that. Okay. If that's all you got, right, then use what you got, because right. Because some people, maybe they don't have a spring nearby or something, or if they can't afford whatever that they've got. So then at least pray over it, at least bless it, or at least go find someone who can give you a really high vibrational water, because Veda Austin proved that high vibrational structured water, when placed next to damaged water, will automatically start to lend to it and heal it just by its association. So castor oil pack
do with each other,
and that too. But but funny with people, water doesn't have evil intention, right? So it automatically is going to lend its goodness. But people are fucking evil. Sorry, but they are. Have evil intention. I'm not saying everyone's evil. I'm saying, but people can do evil. You can choose good or you can choose evil. And so the ones who do evil can do the opposite. They can suck you away, the opposite, and then make you low like them. So you have to be careful. Okay, so castor oil packs over the kidneys, over the liver, that's going to help unblock stuff, mobilize wastes, and move things. Because the problem is, okay, fine, put the nutrition in, great, maybe absorb some, cool. Then you're going to try to take a tea, try to take something to tonify. That's great, that's awesome. But listen, if you're stressed and blocked up, your healing is going to be slow. Okay. So you want to move, you got to move your body. You got to move the breath. You got to tap, you got to stretch, you got to use heat or cooled or both. You got to
as well would be good for that.
Rebound. Castor oil is one of those things that I like for this reason, because sometimes people can't move yet, right? Yeah. So at least you can do a hot water bottle over castor oil and start to unblock like this, right? Get somewhere with it. And then once you start feeling better, take that lead and go run with it. And yeah, if you have chronic kidney disease, you do have to be careful with some stuff you're eating, obviously. But I mean, proteins have to be really spaced out. I would probably take a digestive enzyme, proteolytic enzyme for that, because what happens is the kidneys can become like kind of leaky, or kind of like can spill protein, which is not that's not what it's supposed to do, which means it's not toned, which means, right, you got to take it easy, because you don't want to overwhelm the kidneys while you're healing them. That's why you got to go slow, take your time, build up your resources, and then you have success that way.